An enormous event is about to take place in Shiba Inu. Just now, a single expert has revealed a significant revelation. A total of around 500 trillion Shiba Inu are getting ready. All of the charts are aligning. Right now is seeing the formation of a run that is similar to a historic run. If you do this, a lot of you may become billionaires. Also, time is passing very quickly. What exactly is going on? What makes this an opportunity that happens just once in a lifetime? Please allow me to elaborate. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more SHIB news, be sure to click the like button. Recently, Shiba Inu have been experiencing something of a crazy nature. This item's price is skyrocketing. Only today has seen a roughly 2% increase in price. However, this is the most exciting part. What would you say if I told you that this is just the beginning? Yes, I am aware that it seems weird, but please give me a chance to explain. One observer believes that Shiba Inu is not only having a nice day or day in general. It is a reiteration of the past. Furthermore, not just any history. The pattern that we are discussing is one that, the previous time it appeared, resulted in the creation of millionaires. You have it correctly. Moreover, all of the indications are present. It is possible that we are now experiencing the beginning phases of something that will be quite significant. However, before we get into the true meaning of this pattern, let's have a look at what is happening with the pricing of Shiba Inu at the moment. One may say that it is the serenity that precedes the storm. The situation is becoming more intense, and the momentum is increasing. It seems as if a significant event is just around the horizon, as the market is experiencing a sense of anxiety and bustle. On the chart, there is something that another analyst is pointing out that is really interesting. It is his opinion that Shiba Inu is exhibiting indications of a very powerful and bullish entry point. In plainer language, this indicates that it is flashing green signals for those individuals who are aware of what to look for. It is possible that the price of Shiba Inu is going to have a significant breakout, as his prognosis suggests. He is implying that it may be able to push into an area that has not been seen in a considerable amount of time. Levels that have the potential to generate a great deal of excitement and momentum. It is important to keep in mind that we are not just discussing little movements here. There is a possibility that a significant movement is on the horizon if this momentum continues to hold, and this pattern continues to play out as it has in the past. Something that has the potential to multiply the existing prices by a significant number of times. That being said, it can seem to be unbelievable. On the other hand, when you take a look at the graphs, the patterns, and the energy that is now building up, it actually begins to make a huge amount of sense. Also, if you thought the pump that was performed today was spectacular, you should wait till you hear this. Market watchers are keeping a close eye on a certain zone, such as hawks, as Shiba Inu begins to rise back into the green. At this very moment, more than 500 trillion Shiba Inu tokens are positioned directly against a significant degree of resistance. This is the type of region in which the price often has a difficult time breaking through. However, if it does, it has the potential to completely reset the game. There are around 540 trillion Shiba Inu that are being held by over 145,000 distinct wallets, all of which are located around the exact same average price point, as shown by some recent statistics from Into the Block. Those holders are arranged in a very large cluster. It's like going through a pressure cooker right now. At this moment, everyone is keeping a close eye on the bulls and waiting to see whether they have what it takes to prevail. In the event that Shiba Inu is able to break through this zone, it will not be a mere victory. Because of this, months of negative movement would be effectively erased. If this were to occur, it would drastically change the course of events and pave the way for Shiba Inu to advance to far higher levels. A number of experts are already advocating for a step that has the potential to bring it back to a price range that we haven't witnessed in a considerable amount of time. And in the event that this occurs, it has the potential to certainly rekindle the market. Imagine for a moment that there are thousands of holders together with hundreds of trillions of coins, and all of this is going to reach a boiling point. In the market, this is not simply another day like any other. When it comes to the Shiba Inu narrative, this is one of those instances that has the potential to become legendary. Taking into consideration the events that have transpired in the last day, all of this begins to make even more common sense. Presently, owners of Shiba Inu are practically shattering records in the marketplace. There is not just an increase in the price, but also an increase in the community itself that we are seeing. There has been a significant increase in the number of individuals who are owning Shiba Inu. Recent events have resulted in Lucy, a member of the Shiba Inu squad, posting something significant on X. She made the announcement that Shiba Inu has officially surpassed 1.5 million on-chain owners. Yes, it is just enormous. The community has continued to expand ever since it was first introduced in the latter half of the year 2020, and we are now very close to reaching 2 million holders. That is really insane. It demonstrates how strongly people believe in our project, from those who believed in it from the beginning to others who are just now joining the ride. Also, it is not simply individuals who are holding either. The Shiba Inu network as a whole has been bustling with activity. You name it, there have been almost 15 million transactions documented, including transfers, wallets, exchanges, DeFi movements, and more. The action in question is rather serious. This demonstrates that individuals are not only carrying Shiba Inu, they are using it, doing business with it, and moving it about. Currently, the environment is robust and vibrant. Also, let's not forget that all of this is taking place at the same time as the cryptocurrency market as a whole is heating up once again. It seems like everything is picking up, and Shiba Inu is doing an excellent job of riding that wave. Furthermore, it is evident that the Shiba Inu crew is not only observing what is happening from the outside, as seen by continued initiatives like as the burn plan, which continues to reduce the token supply. In order to achieve long-term value, they are actively constructing and pushing for it. Lucy went so far as to hint at the next significant aim, which was 2 million holders. Moreover, at the rate that we are moving at the moment, that statistic does not seem to be inaccurate in any way. Individuals are experiencing a sense of optimism. The community is energized, and the momentum is genuine. The conclusion that can be drawn from all of this is that price behavior, resistance levels, community expansion, and network activity all come together to form a single image. Not only is the Shiba Inu alive, but it is also howling. It's possible that this is the start of something really monumental. Furthermore, we are already beginning to have a better understanding of how enormous this actually is, since a single expert has just disclosed something that is just mind-boggling for Shiba Inu. Furthermore, he is not the only one. There is a growing consensus among experts that the Shiba Inu breed may be on the verge of seeing a significant value increase in the days to come. Patrick Schmidt, a crypto strategist, offered a comparison that is incredibly fascinating only a few days ago. He took a look at what Shiba Inu was doing at the moment and compared and contrasted it with the state of affairs that existed just before to that enormous gathering in the year 2021. Is that the one you remember? Shiba Inu sprung out of nowhere and erupted in a big way. As far back as April 2021, things seemed to be calm, according to a tweet from Schmidt. Almost as if nothing was taking place. Then, all of a sudden, bang, Shiba Inu went on a wild run, which was the beginning of one of the most insane bull runs in the history of cryptocurrency in recent times. He's not suggesting that everything will go precisely the same way, but the atmosphere and the way things are set up are disturbingly similar. Also, a great number of individuals are beginning to recognize it. Moreover, Ali Martinez, another expert, saw something significant as well. Through the use of the indicator, he discovered a traditional buy signal on the charts. In the past, this phenomenon has been seen to appear just before to significant price increases. Additionally, he brought attention to a crossover as well as an RSI that is increasing in value. Every indication indicates the bullish trend is rapidly gaining ground. Moreover, Shiba Inu has recently regained a significant moving average stage, which is a sign that traders often interpret as indicating that something significant may be on the horizon in the near future. This is in addition to the fact that the price graph is beginning to form a positive channel, which is a traditional indicator of strength. In addition, if this momentum continues to speed up, we may be looking at a retest of those previous highs, or possibly something much more significant. And here is the reason why this is so absurd. People genuinely went from investing only $100 to waking up a few days later with $10,000. This occurred in the year 2021. That was the rate at which everything moved. That rally was just wild in every way. A number of folks earned money that completely changed their lives overnight. Therefore, if past does repeat itself here, even if it does so in a little different manner, this may be one of those moments that converts regular holders into millionaires once again. And yes, it is insane to even consider the possibility, but it is not completely out of the question. Also, let's not forget that just as things are getting heated up, guess who steps back into the picture? It was Kusama. The news that he would be returning to work was recently revealed. How come someone with that sort of leadership is turning up right now? It's not a coincidence at all. It has a lot of power. The type of boost that has the potential to give this rally even more gasoline is this one. And it gives the impression that all of this is still in its early stages. To put it all together, this is the item that truly ties everything together. An additional tweet was provided by Lucy, which may very well validate all that we have been seeing. It takes years, and then it occurs all at once, according to what she claimed. Isn't that easy to understand? On the other hand, if you give it some serious thought, that one phrase may perhaps represent the answer to this whole conundrum. Mostly due to the fact that Shiba Inu has been silently developing for quite some time now. The process of building the community, expanding, and persevering through the highs and lows. And now, it seems as if everything is falling into place. Prices are becoming more volatile. There are bullish indications being seen by analysts, as well as big token moves and enormous resistance levels being challenged against. The Shiba Inu squad once again shown their prowess. Therefore, it's possible that Lucy's tweet isn't simply a random thinking. It can be a clue as well. A confirmation, if you will. This is the end of it. As soon as everything begins to move at a rapid pace, moreover when you consider everything in its whole, a price increase that we've seen before. The trillions of coins that are now occupying that zone of resistance. The meteoric rise in the number of attendees. The forecasts made by the analyst. There are some weird parallels to the year 2021. Because Kusama has returned, it seems as if a significant event is about to take place. It seems as if we are standing on the precipice of something that will be a topic of conversation for a considerable amount of time. It is possible that this is one of those times, regardless of whether you have been riding with Shiba Inu from the very beginning or you are just tuning in at this very now. The type that you would be foolish to pass up. However, what are your thoughts on this matter? Leave a comment down below. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it and subscribe to the channel.